Hey Capricorns, how y'all doing? Welcome. We are going to be taking a look at your upcoming December through January, your Yule general reading here. So let's talk about your meditation briefly. I saw the image of a very large, like mega sized, like it was almost like the size of a horse, ant. And she was the queen ant, okay, or the king ant. She's just a queen ant, walking through a swamp. And I saw it, stop and turn around, and then I saw all of these alligators, or crocodile, actually. They were actually alligators I associate with swamps because where I'm from, but I think they might have been actually crocodiles. Very similar energy anyway. Lining up in front of her and kind of staggering themselves so that she could walk on them to make her way out of the swamp. It was like Queen of the Crocodiles. It's really fascinating because, ant energy is about mastery over your work, but also teamwork and coming into a leadership position or be at the top of your game, right? Crocodile medicine is very much about the past, right? It has ties with ancient Egypt, past lives, remembrance, the river Lethe, right? Forgetfulness. But it's also very much about timing, things lining up in a certain way where the timing has to be just right. There's a lot of movies about it, like sliding doors and stuff like that, where it's like timing can really make like all of the difference, and how certain things roll out for us in our lives. Think about all the times where the timing was right and when the timing just, if it had just been a little bit different, there's something about that coming up for you. I get a very strong feeling that you could be reopening something from the past, returning to a project, returning to an idea, returning to a previous work relationship or romantic relationship. And I'm seeing like a draft that's been in a drawer for a long time. I mean, it's symbolic, but a bit dusty. And then you bring it back out, and it's the time is right for it. It's like, you know how like in the publishing world they say that sometimes books just die on submission. I feel like there's something within your world that died on submission, whatever that equivalent is for you, and you're like, I'm going to go back and revisit that. I haven't thought about this in a while, but I'm going to call this person up because I get this feeling that we're meant to work together, or we're meant to have a conversation, or meant to rekindle, or a project that you think it has new life now. It wasn't ready yet. There's something about reviving something and having it line up. I do feel very strongly that you're going to have the opportunity, or a series of opportunities that ask you, or propel you, I should say, into a position of leadership in some way, shape, or form. Um, your animal coming through here is the moth, my personal favorite, next to the crow, of course. Of course. Um, moth energy is very much Page of Wands energy, which is having a new idea, feeling that, fire of creativity. But it's also about being a beacon, right? Because an opportunity, because moths are, they have those, I think they're called pheromones, yeah, that they release right before they die, and they just exist. They don't have a mouth. Their sole purpose is to breed, to bring forth new life, and then they pass. So there is that aspect of a moth to a flame, of being a beacon, of having people drawn to you and being attracted to what you're doing. I feel like whatever this idea is, or this piece from the past, or something that wants new life. Ooh, I just got shivers. I'm seeing a really funny image of Nosferatu, like, rising from the dead, or like Lazarus, but it feels incredibly not scary, but very positive. Something could get funding that you never, thought could, or that the timing wasn't right, or you could be up for a promotion, or a possibility on something that you just didn't. You're like, "Whoa, this is happening now." There's something about the timing. Look out for opportunities that happen in the moment. Sharpen your elevator pitch. And your elevator pitch is that 30-second, like if you're in the elevator, it's kind of a cliche, but you're in the elevator with the person to make your dreams happen. What is your 30-second elevator pitch? Something about that. Be ready, because I feel like opportunity is knocking. It feels incredibly important. You are coming through as the 10 of Swords in reverse. This is very much around that opportunity. Something you thought was dead, or that has been long been dormant, is coming back to life. Um, Things are good. When a door is ready to be opened, things do line up, just like those crocodiles lining up for your ant brilliance there. when a door is not meant to be open, it's hard. It's hard the whole way. Things don't seem to be working out. But as humans, we tend to keep pushing on these doors, right? This is a door that was previously hard to open or that didn't get the chance to get grease in its wheels. The door is now open and you know it and you're going to go for it. Just keep in mind, it doesn't have to be a linear path for it to be the most satisfying one. Allow things to happen differently than how you would envision them to. Allow some Aquarian energy into this and allow yourself to have an attitude of like, huh, this could be interesting. Let's see how this goes. I wouldn't normally accept that, but I'm feeling like let's see what happens. I wouldn't normally consider this, but let's do it. I've never done it that way before, but let's do it. I've never been in this leadership position before, but let me think about it, right? Open your mind, right? Something about that. Now, in your place of challenge, you have Four of Cups. This is very much about a dissatisfaction with the way or the timing in which things happen. So the fact that this is coming in as a challenge here, I do feel like this is remarking on the past with whatever this is, but I also feel like there's a sense of like, okay, it might be a little bit like things are lining up and the door is opening, but now, really? Now it's gonna happen now when I have 3,000 things going on, or when I really said I would take a rest, and now it's like this is happening. Well, once the momentum comes and shows up for you, follow it. Allow yourself to be a slave to the muse, honey, because that's what this feels like for you. Really allow yourself to follow this feeling, follow these sources of inspiration, and take the opportunities as they arise. I have a feeling that for some of you, your plates are already quite full or you were planning on something different, but keep your mind open. Sometimes, oftentimes, the best surprises happen when we don't necessarily feel like it's the best timing for them, right? But spirit knows the best timing. Okay? Trust. Speaking of spirit and trust, in your place of advice, you have the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. Now, this is one of my absolute favorites, especially coming in this position because the Hierophant says everything is exactly as it's meant to be. You cannot mess this up. There is no choice that you could or could not make that is going to elicit a wrong turn or have you end up somewhere in some dark road somewhere. Don't know how you got there. This is yours. You're exactly where you're meant to be. And if you can really step into that belief and that embodiment and go, okay, I trust that I'm exactly where I'm meant to be and that everything is working out for me all of the time. Everything is working out for me all of the time. Then not only can I find an ease in the opportunities and the changes and the choices that are coming my way, but I can move from a place of confidence knowing that I'm supported by energy that is outside of my own hands, right? Because you're co creating with your team, you're co creating with whatever that is for you, the universe, your ancestors, your guides. You are a co creator if you are a human being on this earth. And it's just a matter of how willing you are to mindfully do that and trust in that. And I'll tell you something as an intuitive, what I have found to be true over the years is that the more that I show my intuition, that I trust it, the more it shows up for me. It's a garden that you feed. So in your place of victory, you have judgment. Hello. Very similar to your Yule key here, which we'll talk about momentarily. This is about making peace with your past, but it's also about allowing yourself to be washed clean of everything that, hasn't worked out for you, every disappointment, every, feeling of, oh God, I really messed that up, or I should have done this, or was that the right move? This is allowing yourself to be completely reset, complete system reboot so that you can move into the next key in the major arcana, the final key of the world, where you take your victory lap, honey, where you take all of the goodness that has come your way and that is manifesting for you and enjoy it, right? Now, in your place of outcome, this is also allowing yourself a clear perspective where you can make peace truly and have an appreciation for how timing has worked for you. Think about all the things that you wished for that didn't happen, and then how glad you were that they didn't happen, either whether at all or in the timing that you wanted. You know that like thank God for unanswered prayers. It's what I get with this this position, right? Just think about all the times things didn't go the way that you wanted them to, and then why that actually worked out being for the better because something better did come along, or you were saved from something that you were glad you didn't have to partake in. Okay? That's judgment. In your place of outcome, hello. You have judgment again, first of all. Double judgment. You actually have triple judgment with the Oracle. Eight of Wands. This is fast forward movement ahead. This especially speaks of writers or anyone in communication or performing arts, anyone who has a message or a platform. This is, offers, contracts, messages, you communicating with people, you being in a position where everything is coming to you, right? Like that moth. It's really, really fascinating here. This is such a positive, positive, positive. Because horse energy as well is very much about personal freedom. It's about allowing yourselves to be free of all the ways in which you inhibit yourself and get in your own way. Because truly, the only way that you can truly be inhibited in life and feel like you are trapped, it's the ways in which we do that for ourselves. Again, with the judgment key here, I love that it's, got this holiday feel to it, given that we're doing the Yule time reading here. Reindeer medicine is very much about this. Did this come up in the Scorpio reading? You might want to look at the Scorpio reading. Feels like it's relating to this through the reindeer medicine. Reindeer medicine is very much about strength and endurance and understanding that the work that you do and the sacrifices that you're willing to make in pursuit of your dreams always pays off. With the Eight of Wands there. Hello. So your oracle here, you've got another dove, just like here in the judgment key, double dove energy. Dove medicine, number 10. Thy wings are thick and strong, I see, for they have battled the most unforgiving winds. Be proud. Be free, my child. Go on. Soar like never be. That is so beautiful. And I feel like I just got shivers. I felt a wave of emotion, This is very much speaking to me of freeing yourself from your own perceived limitations, like here with the judgment and the Eight of Wands and then the other judgment, right? The dove there. Dove medicine is also very much about divine love and the ways in which love can endure even in the harshest of conditions. So if during this time you have doubts or you struggle, you're going to because you're a human being, with whatever this is, search for the love in it, connect to the love in it, right? The love for yourself, the love for your partner, the love of what you do, the love of your animals, the love of your children, whatever that is. Connect to the love. And if you connect to the love, in it, you will find your purpose. I promise you that. If you follow the love, you will absolutely have your purpose revealed to you, or at least, have you be reminded of it, because our purpose is fueled by love. It absolutely is. So allow that to be a beacon for you and be a touchstone for you, really, moving through this time of a lot of change and a lot of forward movement. You absolutely have this. And I feel like, especially in these Four of Cups moments, try thinking about things a little bit differently, kind of like an Aquarius would, looking at things and going, this is different. This is not what I expected. Let's see what happens. And then watch how things line up for you. Also, you are capable of so much more than you even currently realize. There are peaks that you have yet to reach that are here waiting for you. You got it. I'm really excited for you, Capricorn. I really, really am. Moth energy is like, oh, you better get ready for a very full inbox, honey. Same with the Eight of Wands here. I do feel like you're being asked to cleanse away anything within you that could act as roadblocks or stumbling blocks to you fulfilling this for yourself and receiving all this good. So, with that being said, beautiful Capricorns, I'm wishing you a very happy and joyous Yule season. I so hope that this helps and resonates. If so, let me know in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys in the comments. Give me a like, follow, let me know what's going on. How are you feeling about this season? Also, thank you so much for all of the positive messages and comments I got on my last video, my This Is Me video. If you haven't watched it yet, I'd so appreciate that you go and check it out. Leave me a comment and let me know what you think, because I'm very excited about what's coming up for me next year and for you, because it's absolutely for you guys. And with that being said, just thank you. Thank you again so, so much for being here. And most of all, and as always, dear Capricorns, thank you for being you and be well. Until next time.